Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Red across the board. What is going on? Are silver prices going to keep falling? Was this all just a false flag? That's what I'm going to be explaining in this video. I'm going to be explaining why prices are down and whether they're going to stay this low or not. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 300 likes. Also subscribe. We just passed 29,000 subscribers on the road to 30K. I cannot thank you guys enough for the insane support. You want to be subscribed? I post 2 to 3 videos a day giving you the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date recent information in the world of precious metals. I am your guide. This is your channel. With that said, let's jump into it. So, gold and silver see routine downside corrections Thursday. Keyword in this is routine. This was expected. I've talked about this. I mentioned this over the last couple of days. There's going to be a dip. I didn't know how extreme, but by the looking of this, it's not too much, which means there's a lot of stability because a lot of people sold. A lot of people, capitalized on some profits, sold around $24, $25. Most of those people were probably buying it around $11, $12, $13, so they made a very good profit. And this, in return, pushed the price down. But now, as the prices are low, a lot more people are going to buy as silver's on a discount for a day, which is going to push the price back up. Now, I'm not saying that the price bounces back and forth from strictly just this. There's many other things happening, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. I also mentioned it, another perspective or another angle earlier in the video, or earlier today in the video I posted this morning, so check that out as well. So, gold prices are moderately down in midday U.S. trading Thursday, with silver prices sharply lower. These are normal corrective price pullbacks and still strong uptrends on the charts. So, let me put it this way, because there is a lot of there's a lot of new stackers, a lot of new investors, especially since it's so accessible and it's so convenient. It's a whole new era of investing with Robinhood, with these apps, with Bitcoin kind of dragging people into the world of investing, seeing that it is actually possible to make money and it's not rocket science. There's a lot of new eyes, and as gold and silver prices skyrocket, it's attracting a lot of people that normally wouldn't invest. So these people aren't very educated, they're not very experienced in the investing world, so when they see prices going down, they panic. And I'm trying to make this video to show you this is healthy, this is normal. You actually wanted the price to pull back or a slight correction, because that means it can go up even higher. If the price was just going to keep going upwards, it's going to crash extremely hard like Bitcoin did. Bitcoin went up, and it crashed. You want there to be corrections, pullbacks. That builds stability, that brings more momentum, so prices can go even higher. I know that's kind of contradicting, but it's true. So let's go into this. Once again, look for the bulls soon to step in, buy the dips, and do some bargain hunting, like I just mentioned. Once the price is low like this, the silver bulls are going to buy it up because they know it's going to go right back up. It's just a discount. August gold futures were last down $12.20 an ounce at $1,941. September COMEX silver prices were last down 92 cents at $23.39 an ounce. The marketplace Thursday morning got its first look at the second quarter U.S. gross domestic product, and it was not at all pretty, coming in at a down stunning 32% from the first quarter. Analysts had forecasted the first quarter GDP to be just down shy of 35% from the first quarter. Today's number is the worst quarterly GDP reading since it began being recorded in 1947, and beats the previous quarterly downturn by threefold. Earlier today, Germany released its second quarter GDP, and it came in at negative 10% and down 11% year on year. Those numbers were the worst on record dating back 50 years. Global stock markets were mostly lower in overnight trading. The U.S. stock indexes are mixed to lower at midday. Market participants were in a gloomier mood on Thursday. The pandemic death toll in the U.S. has climbed above 150,000, and the anticipated second wave of infections appears to be a foregone conclusion at this point. So let's go into really what pushed prices down today. So U.S. traders and investors also focused on some somber comments made by Federal Chairman Jerome Powell on Wednesday afternoon at his press conference following the FOMC meeting that saw no change in the U.S. monetary policy. It looks like the data are pointing to be a slowing pace of the recovery, citing evidence of a pullback by consumers and a slowdown in the rehiring of furloughed workers, particularly by small businesses. Today's 12,000 rise in U.S. jobless claims for the last week corroborates a weakening of the economic recovery process. So the economy is not recovering at the pace we thought, and this is also going to push precious metals higher. U.S. stock indexes had been supported recently by corporate earnings reports that have generally beat market expectations. Meantime, the U.S. Congress is nowhere close to agreeing on a new stimulus package for Americans heading into their August recess. So the important outside markets today see crude oil prices lower, hitting a 4-week low and trading around $40 a barrel. U.S. dollar index is low today after hitting nearly 2-year low on Wednesday. So everything's low right now, right? Everything's kind of in this slump. But the funniest thing about this is gold and silver is the only thing that's really gonna come out this stronger, right? It's the only thing that really has strength in this type of economy with these circumstances at play. So the yield on the benchmark U.S. Treasury 10-year note is currently trading around 0.55% level. Technically, August gold futures bulls still have the strong overall near-term technical advantage to suggest still more upside in the near term. Prices are in an accelerating 7-week gold uptrend on the daily bar chart. Gold bulls' next upside price or near-term price objective is to produce a close above technical resistance at $2,000. And trust me, if it does break above that $2,000 level, it's going to be interesting not only for gold, but for silver as well. Since silver is gold's little brother, what gold does, silver follows. Silver is more volatile. It's like gold on steroids. So silver is going to do whatever gold does, but to a more extreme percent. Also giving more opportunity. It's more volatile. So if people are trying to trade or do whatever with gold, there's more opportunity with silver. Not only is it more affordable and cheaper, but it also goes to more extremes, higher highs and lower lows. If gold's going to rise 10, 15%, silver's going to rise 25, 30%. But it's also the other way. Without risk or without reward, there's no risk. If gold's dropping 10, 15%, silver is going to be dropping 25, 30%. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So bears' next near-term downside price objective is pushing prices below solid technical support at $1,850. First resistance is seen at today's high of $1,965. And then at the record high of $1,974. See, gold is at its record highs right now. So why would you buy gold? You should be selling gold. Right now, most people are buying gold, paying the most expensive price it's ever been in history. For over 5,000 years, you are paying the highest price gold has ever been. That does not make sense, right? Why would you go to the store and buy something when it's the most expensive it's ever been? You're supposed to get it when it's on sale, when there's a discount, right? And that's the herd mentality. That's because everyone's talking about gold. Everyone's talking about silver. YouTube videos are being made, news articles, and people want a slice of the gold and silver pie that haven't got in yet, but they're definitely buying it at a very expensive price. Silver, on the other hand, isn't even half of its all-time high. So silver still has a lot of catching up to do. September silver futures bulls have the overall near-term technical advantage. Prices are in a 4.5-month-old uptrend on the daily bar chart. Silver bulls' next upside price objective is closing prices above solid technical resistance at this week's high of $26.27 an ounce. The next downside price objective for bears is closing prices below solid support at $22. First resistance is seen at $24, and then today's high of $24.58. Next support is seen at today's low of $23, and then this week's low of $22.46. So there's definitely some key resistance and support levels. I think, it hit above $26, a couple days ago, and I think that's going to showcase, really where silver's headed. Right now, this limbo stage is irrelevant, right? This is just people getting ready to buy up and people that sold, and it really, that $26 level when it was headed towards $27 really showcases over the next week or so where prices are headed. I made a video earlier today where Goldman Sachs predicting $35 silver. He was previously predicting or forecasting $22 silver, and now has switched it to $35. right? That's extremely bullish. That's extremely bullish. People, I think, are going to start realizing silver's true potential, silver's true value, especially relative to the dollar, as the dollar crashes and burns, as more people lose faith, in fiat currency, in our system, and realize that that we really are broke and really how corrupt the system is. I think it's all going to lead towards higher gold and silver prices. Now, silver just has a unique advantage above gold because silver isn't only a monetary metal, it's an industrial metal as well. So when the economy's doing bad, silver does good. When the economy's doing good, silver does good. With gold, it only flourishes when the economy's doing bad as a safe haven metal. But silver, as an industrial metal, also flourishes when the economy's good, because then silver is transferred and used in all these industries and through the technological world we're advancing in. So that's why I love silver. That's why I think there's more potential with silver, and that's that. So anyways, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least just entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. We have a 300 like goal on this video. Thank you so much for surpassing 29,000 subscribers, on the way to 30,000. I'm going to keep putting in the work. I'm going to keep informing you guys on a day-to-day basis what's happening in the world of precious metals so you can strategize accordingly. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.